Coming up next on Auto Show TV, we'll get an up-close look at the remarkable and luxurious 2016 Volvo XC90 from Steingold. Also visit Colonial Toyota to see the latest generation Toyota Prius. Victoria stops by Elmwood Auto Group to present the 2016 Chrysler 300. We'll look at what's new in the 2016 Honda Accord from Belize and some important info about the Takata airbag recall. All that and more next on Auto Show TV.
Guys, come on. Screaming. Move along.
I missed you so much.
Yeah, there's a library. Pretend it's a library.
Pretend it's a library.
Can we pick it up from there?
It's Auto Show TV.
Well, good morning. Welcome to Auto Show TV this morning. I'm John Coletto. We're here today at Elmwood Auto Group in East Providence. Among the things we're going to be doing today is checking out this bad boy. This is the unmistakable Chrysler 300. I'd almost forgotten that it was about 60 years ago, back to the 1950s, that they introduced the first Chrysler 300, and about the same time they introduced the first Hemi engine. Now, of course, today you can get the 300 with the Hemi. More on the Chrysler 300 a little bit later in the show, but first, something quite different but equally innovative from Colonial Toyota in Smithfield. All right, so here's a Did You Know? Did you know that 2016 marks the 20th year that Toyota has been making Prius hybrid technology? It began back in 1997 and was introduced in the US in 2000. And now Toyota presents its superbly redesigned fourth generation Prius. We're here at Colonial Toyota in Smithfield to learn more. It's really a top-to-bottom makeover for the Prius, from body style to performance and, of course, even better fuel efficiency. And it's more fun to drive. There, I said it. The new Prius is more fun to drive. It's not just an eco-commuter vehicle anymore. It's a car. The new 2016 Prius is about 3 inches longer, a little bit wider, and a little bit lower to the ground, which is among the many ways they have improved fuel efficiency. There are a lot of new styling cues, bold lines and creases that give the new Prius a sleeker, more athletic look. LED headlights with daytime running lights and LED taillights are standard in the new Prius. They are a little smaller, a little more distinctive. There's active grille shutters that also help with fuel efficiency. And there's more high-strength steel used in the vehicle. It's also a quieter ride. The new Prius has an acoustically insulated windshield, more sound insulation throughout, and an improved and quieter powertrain that's also lighter and more compact. There are 6 Prius trim levels: the Prius 2, which is this one, the 2 Eco, the 3 and the 3 Touring, and the 4 and the 4 Touring. But let's talk about what makes Prius a Prius, and that is the latest in hybrid technology and even better fuel efficiency for 2016. It still starts with the 1.8-liter inline 4-cylinder engine, but it has been redesigned in a number of ways, and it's paired with a smaller and lighter electric motor that combined makes 121 horsepower. It rates at 54 miles per gallon city, 50 miles per gallon highway for a combined 52 mpg, best ever in this 4th generation Prius. And in the Prius 2 Eco, they've trimmed down the weight a bit so it delivers 54 combined mpg. It's front-wheel drive and it has a CVT transmission. And in all models but the Prius 2, Prius features a new lithium-ion battery, which is smaller and lighter and located under the back seat. Before, the battery was placed under the trunk. There's a second electric motor generator that starts the engine, recharges the battery, and helps power the main electric motor. Depending on the Prius model you get 25 to 27 cubic feet of cargo space back here, which is excellent for this size vehicle. And with the hatch, it's very convenient. And the second row seats are a 60-40 split. Inside, there's still ample room for 5 adults, good headroom, good legroom, and an improved driver experience. The first thing I notice inside is excellent visibility throughout, quality materials. It's more roomy than it may look from the outside. The instrument cluster is still in the center of the dash, just like before, but it's really not difficult to get used to. There are dual multi-information displays, which are customizable and provide a host of driver info, hybrid performance info, and of course speedometer, odometer, fuel info, safety info, and lots of other things. Also available is a head-up display, and you may have seen these on some other vehicles. it projects important driver info right in front of you, right on the windshield, such as speed, hybrid system info, even turn-by-turn directions. And of course, here is the available 7-inch touchscreen. The Entune Premium audio system is available here with this, with integrated navigation, backup camera, and a suite of popular apps. And you have push-button start, which is standard on every Prius model, an available wireless smartphone charger, which is nice, heated power and folding mirrors, and an available moonroof. And this new 4th generation Prius comes with Toyota's Star Safety System, an advanced airbag system, plus Safety Connect, which provides emergency and roadside assistance. And available in the Prius Toyota Safety Sense, with everything from pre-collision system, pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, blind spot monitor, and lots more. The redesigned 2016 Toyota Prius, even better fuel economy, a quieter ride, and improved driving experience, plus the reliability and safety that is always Toyota. Learn more from the experts here at Colonial Toyota in Smithfield. Come take a Prius for a test drive. They always have a great deal, whether you're buying or leasing. And I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised, not only with the Prius, but with your experience here at Colonial Toyota in Smithfield.
We're here at Elmwood Auto Group with Dennis Freeman, who's going to tell us all about the 2016 Chrysler 300.
Here it is, the gorgeous 2016 award-winning Chrysler 300. And since its re-inception in 2004, the 300 has won several awards. It's won the Motor Trend's Car of the Year award, it's been a Car and Driver 10 Best, and it's also won the North American Car of the Year award. And what I love about the 300 is the fact that it just stands out from the crowd. There's no other vehicle on the road that looks as classy as a 300, as elegant as a 300, or just simply put, looks as good as the 300. This is velvet red. So aside from looking great and standing tall, the 300 is also loaded with safety features. Forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring. It has a large 8.5-inch screen with full color backup camera and backup sensors as well. The 300 has one of the most spacious interiors in its class. It has a very large trunk as well as a very large back seat. And inside the trunk you have some levers with a 60-40 split folding seat. So you can fold down one side of the seat or the other side or both. And in this very spacious back seat you have separate climate control outlets. You also have heated seats, rear back seat map pockets, and again these seats fold down with just the pull of a strap. The 300 is certainly beautiful on the outside, and it's just as beautiful on the inside. First thing you'll notice, Victoria, overhead is the full panoramic sunroof, and that comes with a sliding sunshade. And both are powered. You can open and close the sunroof with the touch of a button, as well as open and close the sunshade with the push of a button. Next to that are 3 buttons for your universal HomeLink transmitter. Those 3 buttons hook up to a remote control device at home, such as a home security lights, garage door opener, or an electric front gate. Below that, the rear view mirror. What's so special about a rear view mirror? This one is auto dimming. There is no day-night lever to press. It'll automatically dim itself depending on how bright the lights behind you are. And it also has an assist button that'll connect you to a representative at Chrysler, as well as a 911 emergency button that will connect you directly to the state police. Let's power this up for a second so we can take a look at the 8-inch full color screen. But before I do that, I just want to mention that the 300 has remote keyless entry and go. This key fob never has to leave your pocket or pocketbook. When you're entering the vehicle and exiting the vehicle, with the push of a button, it will lock and unlock. And to start the vehicle, simply put your foot on the brake and press the start button. Now, located in the 8.5-inch screen is a lot of the controls for the Electronic Vehicle Information Center. You can change the temperature of your heated seat, both high and low. And you can also go into settings to adjust your driving settings as well as your preset radio stations. And another cool feature is the memory seats. The memory seats hook up to a predetermined seat position, exterior mirror position, radio station, and power telescopic wheel position. If anybody were to move your seat with the touch of a button, either 1 or 2, you can go back to your predetermined settings. That's also located here in the Vehicle Information Center. In addition to your Electronic Vehicle Information Center in the radio, you also have one right below the driver's sight of vision. So with a simple glance down, you can view several things. You can view your average miles per gallon since your last fill up. You can view how much gas you have left or how far you can travel on the amount of gas you have left. It'll also tell you your individual tire pressure. The 300 is equipped with an electronic rotary shifter. It also comes paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission to maximize fuel economy. Simply put the vehicle in reverse. It'll display your rear backup camera. And then, of course, turn the dial to drive, and you're on the road.
Ready to go.
We're ready to go. At first glance, it may seem overwhelming, but it's not at all. There's a ton of technology inside this vehicle, but it's all very user-friendly. It's all right at the touch of a button, and our salesmen here at Elmwood are fantastic at going over all of these options with our customers. There are 2 power plants available for the 300. The award-winning Pentastar V6, which delivers almost 300 horsepower and achieves up to 30 miles per gallon, and the legendary 5.7-liter Hemi, which puts out almost 450 horsepower and still gets mid-20s for gas mileage, which is very impressive for that type of engine. As you can see, Victoria, the 300 has a lot to offer, and what I'd like to offer is the opportunity for anybody who may be interested in a new used vehicle to come down to Elmwood Auto Group during our spring clearance event and get a great deal.
Next up, the unmistakable new Volvo XC90. You're watching Auto Show TV.
The official auto loan provider of Auto Show TV is Navigant Credit Union for all your new, used, and classic car and truck financing needs.
You love everything about your new ride. It smells so good. But maybe you could be paying a little less for it. It's not too late, you know. Let Navigant Credit Union take a look at your rate. We could help you refinance and maybe save you a little every month. What could you do with the extra money? Road trip, maybe? Navigant Credit Union. Enjoy life's journey.
Only at Hyundai of Newport will you find hundreds of Hyundais available, all with zero down. For just $89 a month, lease a brand new 2016 Hyundai Elantra SE. Or for just $20 more, lease a new 2016 Hyundai Sonata SE. And for only $199 a month, lease a new 2016 Hyundai Tucson SE. All Hyundais come with America's best warranty. Get more for less at Hyundai of Newport in Middletown, Rhode Island. Or online at HyundaiofNewport.com.
If you've been in an accident, you need your car fixed quickly and hassle-free, and more importantly, repaired to pre-accident condition. Auto Intelligence provides a list of 5-star recommended collision repair shops in Rhode Island and southeastern Mass. These shops utilize the latest technology and industry standards and adhere to our strict code of ethics and business practices. They have earned a place on our recommended list. Automotive information, research, and recommendations. Find it all at autointelligence.org.
The most award-winning lineup just got more rewarding. Chevrolet just announced 15% of MSRP cash back on most remaining 2015 Chevrolet vehicles. At Cerrone Chevrolet, we're offering a bigger savings and better selection, increasing the savings to 20% on select 2015 and 2016 Chevy models. For example, save over $10,000 on a 15 Chevy Silverado, or save over $5,200 on a 16 Malibu. Get more for less at Cerrone Chevrolet on Route 1 in South Attleboro.
If you'd like more information about any of the dealers and deals you've seen on today's show, or would like to view previous episodes of Auto Show TV, go to our website, theautoshow.tv.
I want to thank our friends at Steingold Volvo in Pawtucket. Today we're going to check out their new pride and joy. It's the redesigned 2016 Volvo XC90. It is an amazing 7-passenger luxury SUV, glamorous, advanced, inside and out. This is the XC90 Inscription T6 model that we're showing you today. Now, it's almost like Volvo is reintroducing itself with the new XC90. And believe me, they have big plans in the next few years with redesigns throughout the line. Volvo says the new XC90 presents elegant solutions, returning back to its Scandinavian flair. Comfort, reliability, safety, all in a bold, stylish way. The new XC90 presents a bold new look for Volvo, and you can see it here in the aggressive front grille. The Volvo iron mark really dominates. There's a lot of chrome accents throughout. The LED headlamps have a distinctive new look, and they include smart high beams. As for the wheels, you can get 18-inch alloys all the way up to 22-inch alloys. And very important, you're surrounded by high-tech maximum strength steel, because with Volvo, it's all about safety. The XC90 comes in 3 trim levels: the Momentum, the R Design, which is a sportier version, and this one, the Inscription. This is a T6 Inscription. So let's check out the engine. Pop the hood, and just to show you that Volvo has thought of all the little things too, follow this line right up here, and that's where you find the latch. Up it goes. So this is a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine, but there's 2 possibilities. There's the turbo, which provides 250 horsepower, and then there's a supercharged turbo, and that's the T6, that provides 316 horsepower. You can get front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, but of course around here in New England, everybody wants all-wheel drive. As far as gas mileage between the turbo and the super turbo, gas mileage is almost identical. You know, there's tremendous technology in this engine. And if necessary, the XC90 provides up to 5,000 pounds towing capacity. And there's an XC90 hybrid if you prefer, the T8, which is a plug-in hybrid. So the real stories about the new XC90 and what truly make it a luxury SUV are inside. The folks at Steingold Volvo said to me, where do you get inside and take it for a ride and sit in the seats? And boy, were they right. The cabin is stunning. It is luxury. The materials, there's a definite Scandinavian style to this redesign, but the layout is not cluttered, not confusing. You hardly see any buttons at all throughout the instrument panel. Let's start with the infotainment system they call Sensus. Intuitive, interactive. This is a 9-inch touchscreen. It's logical, easy to navigate through. There's a lot of vertical layouts which make it nice to run through. There's navigation, the backup camera, speech recognition. Also, the new XC90 is partnered with Apple for Apple CarPlay, so your phone becomes connected. And Sensus offers Spotify. That's for all your music. When you go to Steingold Volvo in Pawtucket to check out the new XC90, they'll explain all the new Sensus technology because there's a lot going on here. But you'll see it's very simple. It's really cool stuff. And the seats are amazing. One of the highlights of the vehicle, I think. 6 years in the making at Volvo to come up with these perfectly ergonomically designed front seats. They're fully power adjustable, Nappa leather, as you can see, heated and cooled seats, and they're engineered to be energy absorbing seats and come with pre-activated seat belts which adjust properly in a sudden stop or crash. These seats are like the cherry on top. Also a heated steering wheel, leather gear shift, all the wood grain trim, even your choice of colors with interior ambient lighting. There's so much luxury here inside the new XC90. And you can't talk about Volvo without discussing safety. Volvo has worked hard in this redesign to provide a host of intuitive safety features, from lane departure warning, crash avoidance technology, and adaptive cruise control, blind spot information, electronic stability control, and the 360 camera. The XC90 also provides pilot assist and park assist. It's a very luxurious ride back here for those in the second row. Plenty of leg room, as you can see. Heated second row seats, their own climate controls, and these seats fold forward very easily for access to the third row on both sides. Both seats will do that. And in the middle, you even have, look at this, like a little booster seat here for a youngster. 3 seat belts, so it does seat 3. And of course you have your 2 seats, third row in the back. And a hands-free, foot-activated power liftgate. Well, I think you'll agree this is truly an amazing new vehicle from Volvo, the new redesigned XC90. There's even more to learn about, more to see, and more to have demonstrated to you. My suggestion is go see our friends at Steingold Volvo in Pawtucket to learn more. I want to take a moment to remind you about something very, very important, and that is your airbags. This is actually a steering wheel airbag. This is a Takata airbag. And as you know, there have been recalls on millions of these Takata airbags. The problem is they don't deploy properly and people have been killed. So the question is your vehicle on the recall list? We're talking about vehicles going back to the early 2000s up to present, from Toyota, Honda, Nissan, BMW, Ford and Mazda, General Motors, Audi, Mitsubishi, Volkswagen, Mercedes, Subaru, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram. Over 30 million vehicles have been affected, but so far only about 8 million airbags have been replaced, so there's a long way to go. At the heart of the problem is the airbag's inflator, a metal cartridge loaded with propellant wafers, which in some cases have ignited with explosive force. If the inflator housing ruptures in a crash, metal shards from the airbag can be sprayed throughout the passenger cabin like shrapnel. There are plenty of resources online. You can start with safercar.gov. Even call your dealership. Most are equipped to help. Have your VIN number ready and see if your vehicle is part of the recall. And if you bought your car used, it's even more important to check because it's likely the manufacturer, in sending out recall notifications, doesn't know that you now own the vehicle. So, take a few minutes and do your research. Coming up, what's new with the 2016 Honda Accord? You're watching Auto Show TV.
You love everything about your new ride. It smells so good. But maybe you could be paying a little less for it. It's not too late, you know. Let Navigant Credit Union take a look at your rate. We could help you refinance and maybe save you a little every month. What could you do with the extra money? Road trip, maybe? Navigant Credit Union. Enjoy life's journey.
You've always known Volvo. A car company started over 100 years ago that's built a reputation on safety, strength, reliability, and fun. And you've always known Steingold. Founded in 1934 and still known as the place for Volvo. There's likely a Volvo in your future, and it will take you on a journey out to eat and out to play, to the beach, to see movies and sunsets. And at the end of the day, your Volvo will take you home, safe and secure. When you're in a Volvo, the journey can take you anywhere. But it should always start here. Steingold Volvo, a historic tradition since 1934.
Auto Intelligence provides automotive information and recommendations.
Euro Auto Body is proud to be an Auto Intelligence recommended collision repair facility. Here at Euro, we take pride in fixing today's cars with today's repair technology. Our technicians are I-CAR certified and they're ready to get your vehicle back to pre-accident condition without cutting corners. We've served the Kent County area for over 40 years.
See all of our recommended collision repair shops in the Rhode Island area at autointelligence.org.
If you'd like more information about any of the dealers and deals you've seen on today's show, or would like to view previous episodes of Auto Show TV, go to our website, theautoshow.tv.
Only one car in America has made Car and Driver's 10 Best list 30 times, and it's this one, the Honda Accord. Certainly not surprising. And this is the 2016 Accord with lots new to talk about. We're here at Belize Honda on Route 2 in West Warwick. Well, Dimitri, 2016 Honda Accord, you've got a lot to tell us.
We do. We got a lot to talk about. For this year, they kind of upgraded the aesthetics a little bit, gave us some new technological advances, but it's still the same Accord people are used to seeing. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about as far as technology goes, but we'll get into that later.
Let's start with the front grille. I see, this is kind of a thicker bar across the front now.
They made it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I think a little bit of an more aggressive look. They've also added the option to get the daytime running lights on the 4-cylinder models, which is only available in the V6s last year. Along with the fog lights here are also LED. Along with that, they've also upgraded the rear a little bit, and they gave us all new wheel options. And for this year, it's the first time they gave us a 19-inch wheel option in the sport and touring models also.
Now, which trim level is this one?
Now this is the EXL model, so this will have the sunroof, leather seats, the Honda lane wash system, Bluetooth, backup camera, all that stuff is standard in these cars. But some of these extra features get added along as you move up in trim.
Sure. Now there's one more notch, and that's the Touring.
Touring, that's
so now, if you go to the Touring, what do you get in addition to the EXL?
So what you'd get in the Touring model, you get the rain sensing wipers. You'd actually get rear heated seats, which is
nice.
which is nice. They actually added a little bit of a body kit, and also of course those 19-inch wheels come along with it also. And in the Touring model, the only engine option is actually the V6, which is 278 horsepower, so that'll get you going.
So you can still get the 4 or this is actually a 4-cylinder.
This is a 4, yeah, this is a 4. But of course the V6 or the 4 is available. And you know what? They even added some manual transmission options in select trims also.
All right, Dimitri, let's get to the good stuff, which is all the driver technology. And what I like, what I'm seeing, is the simplicity of the layout, correct?
It's a very simple layout. Now, there's all these things that you're used to seeing in these vehicles nowadays, the dual zone climate control, the cruise control, the the volume and everything on the steering wheels. Of course, you get this standard Bluetooth. But now there's some more exciting things that lets you do more with these cars, and they integrate, the things that we use all day, every day. That would be our smartphone. So they added something called Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I just want to give you a couple of examples of how that comes in use. And you'd be surprised how convenient it really is.
Right, because that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. It's about convenience. Now the big thing is now you can actually bring up your Google Maps right on the screen. So you no longer need to have that navigation package to actually have a turn-by-turn navigation system right in your display in the vehicle itself. So let's see how that works really quick. So all we do here is we push the talk button here, hold it down. Take me to the nearest gas station.
All right, Sunoco gas station. Let's go.
So you see right here, it's going to pull it right out for us, and it'll bring us
the price per gallon.
Yeah, it gives us the price per gallon and everything. And it doesn't necessarily stop there either with how it integrates with the smartphone there. So just if you wanted to ask it a general question here. What time are the Red Sox playing tonight?
The Red Sox beat the Indians 6-2. They are playing the Indians today at 6:10 p.m.
That's great.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
You have a Samsung, so you have the Android, so you just plug it right in and you pair it up, you're good to go.
That's it. There's an initial setup process that takes maybe 2 minutes or so, but after that, once you plug it in, it automatically hooks up and you don't have to worry about it. And it's the same thing with the Apple phones also. So John, what did you think of the 2016 Honda Accord?
Well, I think some of the new safety advances are incredible. There's no question about that. But I like that some of the technology, it's very user-friendly. And I know sometimes it can be a little overwhelming to people, but it's actually quite simple.
It is very simple, and I love seeing my customers' eyes just light up when I show it to them and I take them step by step, and they get very surprised at how easy it is to use and how much safer their driving habits can be with some of these new technological advances. We have over 100 of these vehicles in stock here in Belize Honda. You can visit us online at BelizeHondaWestWarwick.com, or of course visit us here on site at Route 2 in West Warwick.
This has been Auto Show TV, produced in cooperation with Auto Intelligence. Thanks to our participating dealers and sponsors. This has been Auto Show TV.